Alright, let's finish this game once and for all. Doing a lot of Doom 3 David. David boss in Doom 3. Got similar layout for this level. Similar. Okay, secret here. I think on the N64 they give you a different upgrade. I think I'll use one BFG to get rid of one of the mega tanks first. I'll use one or two. Yeah, just one ammo. I think one ammo works, and then I'll use rocket ammo. I want to use the BFG ammo against the Guardians. The most I can, that is. Okay, we're gonna do 1 and 2 here. Two rocket ammo. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Guy got really close to me. Okay, the Guardian showed up. We're gonna get that mega health on the back. I think the rocket probably works better. Yeah, the rocket probably is gonna work better here. Much faster than the. It does almost the same damage, so you're better off using the rocket than the. What's it called? Railgun. The vast majority of people would probably use the railgun because they say it's like the best weapon for like killing a single target, but not necessarily in my opinion. I think the rocket is probably the king. It was the king on Quake 1, and I still think it's the king on Quake 2. When it comes to dealing with mini bosses and bosses like that, yep, the rocket, you can beat it. Well, of course the BFG is up there, but I mean next to it, of course. Alright, hopefully you guys enjoyed this run. And you can see the enemies here. If you don't want to click on it, like Doom 64. Showing you all the enemies in the game. Well, at least for Quake 64, that is. I need to memorize all their names. That bummer that I don't know all of their names. I know gladiators. Stayed on me for the longest of time. Oh yes, the Enforcer. Such a slow ass. Yeah, they're called Enforcers. I don't want to check all the enemies for the other. For the other chapters. Berserks. I keep forgetting what these are called. They're not enforcers. I don't know their names. Fortunately. I think those are called Cerberus or something. Finally found a site that doesn't have spoilers that much. Icarus, they're called Icarus, okay. So now it has the Iron Maiden, the very middle, and then the two enforcers. Iron Maiden are their female robots, Strogs, whatever you want to call them. Icarus. I had a weird ass name. Parasites, I admire. Oh, those are one of my favorite ones. They're called. What are they called? I don't know. Gladiator, my personal favorite. I picture them as like the Baron of Hells of Quake 2. I wish we would have seen them back on Quake 4, but unfortunately I don't recall seeing them in Quake 4. The tanks, they're basically the King of Kings. They're basically the like the Duke Nukem. What's it called? The mini bosses, the mini battle lords. There you go, mini battle lords. And then the man, I remember I knew its name, but I forgot. What about the bigger tanks? Showed the tanks, but not the tank commanders or whatever they're called. Oh, those don't come out on Quake 64. Those don't come out on Quake 64. I mean on Quake 2 64. This game is pulling my leg, man, showing me enemies that I haven't seen. Okay, there's a tank commander. Or maybe they do come out probably in like a one part, just like Duke Nukem 64. There's only like one tank in the whole level, and that's in the extra level. Just one enemy, just one enemy that appears. That usually appears on episode. What was it? Episode 4. I think on Moscow, Russia. There's a lot of them. The new one that came out on the 25th anniversary in 2018. I think that's about it. Let's see if there's gonna be another one. I'm gonna give it another minute. And now then that's the last one. I think that's probably the last one. Yeah, and then you're gonna get the credits. Yeah, I'm gonna click on it. Yeah, I think that's the last one. Chief Executive Officer Stephen Kick, Alex Kick. Yeah, this guy took over the project. That this is not 100% thing, but John Romero got stressed the fuck out of Quake 1 that he got so frustrated that I think they wanted to lend the project to somebody else to lead the project for Quake 2. So yeah, I mean I personally think that I like Quake 2 better, but Quake 1 there's something charm about it that I just like it more. In a way, like I have mixed feelings. Like as the gameplay wise and everything, like the weapons gameplay wise, I prefer Quake 2. Enemies, levels, I prefer Quake 1. So I don't know, like there's some different similarities and differences on that, like the pros and cons. There you go. So Says Tim Willits was one of the designers. I think Stephen Kick was the one that did the project. Yeah, there's a video that mentions it was a dark time for John Romero, man. It's because I feel like it's more like a rock star thing. Like most rock stars, then their prime, they're partying, they get all the women, they get everything. Then after a while, they think they're invincible, so they end up falling. Like usually celebrities and everything. Also they hit up, they, they party. There's no discipline with this and that, and they think they can actually get away with a lot of crap. And once they really hit the wall after not putting the discipline, whenever they see a lot of success, they come falling down. And sometimes, I mean, John Romero came back, but it took him a while, man. After 1997, we didn't see Doom for a while. We ended up seeing in 2000 and what, 4 with Doom 3, the late 90s, and then John Romero's Daikatana didn't do good. There's some people that like it, but I think it's probably the one of the worst games. It's in my top 10 worst N64 games of all time. Most people say, "Oh, Superman 64 is bad," or Carmageddon. Carmageddon is just a scenario. If you fall on the water, it gets stuck. I know it's dumb, but once you pass that, the game is not that bad. I don't know why people trash Carmageddon. It's like people are sheep. One says something, one guy that's popular, everybody says the same thing. Same thing with top 10 scariest games. Like they don't mention the real scary games that I like, but they mention other games that other people keep mentioning. It's just like that with everything, man. But I'm glad they make the remastered for this. It really needed some love. I think hopefully Turok Rage Wars gets the same treatment and Turok 3. I know for a fact that Turok Rage Wars is probably one of my favorite multiplayer games on the N64. And it's a very, very underrated game, unfortunately. I'm gonna cut the video. It's just long credits. So I don't know if there's a way to actually rush this. Oh, there is. Clicking in the S. Executive producer Tim Willits, Aaron Sealer. You don't see John Romero. Maybe he does come out in something, like they give him credit, but almost nowhere to be found, man. The guy got really frustrated and pissed that he had a lot of the baggage in Quake. Honestly, I think, hey, to each their own. I don't think Quake existed before Quake. I think someone told me there was comics and stuff about it, so they really wanted to go up from there. But Quake 1, you don't see the Strogg that much. Most of the enemies are just demons. There's some demonic mechanics into the game. You don't see that in Quake 2. Mostly technology and Strogg. You don't see the demons. You do see teleporting portals and stuff similar to that of Doom 3. That's why I say Doom 3 and Quake 2 are very similar games. Very similar games. Quake 4 has a lot of Doom 3 vibes as well. It feels like you're playing another Doom 3. I don't know, man. Like Quake 1 should have been its own game, and I have to agree. Somebody mentioned that. Quake 3 should have been a different game. Shouldn't be called Quake 3. It's like it should have been called Quake Arena, not Quake 3. It would have been nice if they added Quake 3 with a game that has like a campaign with enemies. The weapons are amazing on Quake 3. If you haven't played Quake 3, it's a beautiful experience to play, but I'm sorry, if it's just for multiplayer purposes, even the campaign feels like you're playing against like against people because you're playing against AI, but it doesn't feel like a first-person shooter, boomer shooter like Doom, Wolfenstein, Quake. I don't know, in the early 2000s, late 90s, everybody wanted to make a different approach. Holy fuck. So many people. Dynamax. Yeah, this is too much, man. I can't. I'm done. Alright, guys, take care. Have a good one. Peace.